Top drug experts are now voicing concern that teenagers are getting their hands on these new next-gen products that come in all shapes and forms. And their worry is that the THC levels are so high, it can lead to teens suffering psychotic episodes.
With more than 7,000 dispensaries nationwide, the $20 billion marijuana industry is growing so fast, some state regulators say it's even outpacing alcohol sales.
I couldn't do anything without it. Got so dependent.
Will and Jasmine found support at a Denver public high school called 5280 that's designed for kids in recovery.
The amount of THC that's coming into their system is causing severe psychiatric symptoms such as suicidality and even psychotic breaks.
Hi, I am making this video because I think it's time to pull out the big guns after I have fought with a very broken mental health system for several years now. My daughter, since the age of 16, has been hospitalized 17 times. She is now 21. She is currently in a state psychiatric facility, and it's always due to cannabis-induced psychosis. She's had several diagnoses within every hospitalization. They've all ranged from schizoaffective to bipolar to borderline personality, but there's always been one common denominator, and it's the cannabis-induced psychosis. So I need your help because after this many years, we still don't have a solution, and she still plans to be discharged and go back to using cannabis. So what we really need to focus on is the substance abuse piece, and I have no idea what's going on with the actual mental health piece because we don't have a clear diagnosis. We've been on every medication under the sun that you can imagine. She's gained 100 pounds thanks to this medication. She's lost all energy. She's lost all desire. And I need to find a solution here because clearly the medical field is not supporting this. So I need your help. I created a video over a year ago. And at that point, she had 7 hospitalizations. So we've had 10 more. And I need you to watch this video. You'll get a little glimpse as to what we have witnessed, and it has progressively gotten worse. So what you're going to see in this video, multiply that by 10 times. It is much worse. This young adult will be in danger if they plan to release her without a proper discharge plan, which is the way it's looking once again. And I need a solution. So I'm hoping that you can help me here. Coming from a mom who has watched this for many years, clearly I need more than what is being offered through the mental health field in this area. And I'll take whatever help I can get. So please watch this video. Again, it's a lot worse than what you're about to see. And then I've added some facts at the end that I hope will support this whole deal with the cannabis-induced psychosis, how that is the problem. It's becoming more and more of a problem. It might not even be a mental illness. It might just be that, and they've been focusing on the wrong thing. So they've over-medicated her with antipsychotics. And I don't think that's the problem here. I think that's actually made it worse. So since she's been in the state facility, they've decreased the antipsychotics because I've asked them to. She has no access to marijuana, and she's doing the best she has in many years. So that tells me she doesn't need antipsychotics. She just needs to learn how to say no to the marijuana and to understand how detrimental it is for her to use that. And I think this would be a great opportunity to show other people, adult kids, who are using cannabis, how dangerous it really can be, because it is triggering psychosis and it is looking like schizophrenia. It is causing hallucinations, delusions, clearly what psychosis is, and we need to put a stop to it. So watch and enjoy. I hope you can help me. Thank you.
When I was under the influence of all the stuff I was using, predominantly high concentrated THC.
The cannabis choices are growing too, with new products like wax or shatter now available. They're sold in fruity flavors and have levels of THC, the compound in marijuana that makes you high, that can be 8 times higher than the pot of 20 years ago, according to state regulators. And that's made some Colorado parents like Sydney Block and Janet Corneal terrified.
It was scary. She was slurring her words. She wouldn't wake up.
Sydney smoked weed when she was younger and says she couldn't believe her daughter Jasmine's reaction was from marijuana.
I was like, there's no way that this is just weed.
Janet said she didn't know what her son Will was using.
I had no idea, I'll be honest with you.
Their teens, 18-year-old Will and 19-year-old Jasmine, were both taking marijuana concentrates, using what's called dabbing to get high.
And when I was first really getting into high-potency THC, I don't think I ever had to pay money for it.
You just got it handed.
Yes.
I can't be a coherent, functioning human being when I was under the influence of all the stuff I was using, predominantly high concentrated THC.
Dabbers use blowtorches to heat up rigs, or they vape the concentrated wax or shatter.
One dab could be equivalent to smoking an entire bowl.
It did get to the point where it was like, if I don't smoke weed today, like, I'm not doing anything.
I couldn't wake up. I couldn't go to sleep.
The federal government says THC concentrates are more likely to produce anxiety, agitation, paranoia, and psychosis. Today, Will and Jasmine are both sober and have some advice for the cannabis industry.
Rather than putting so much time and effort into making more and more and more potent things until we have 100% THC or whatever, I think that it is possible to spend more time and effort into looking into how to protect our youth.